personal and that you can't change about yourself. That is political. And that's when people sometimes become politicized.
The tribunal is probably obligated by their own tangled web to bring me in front of it. If they find me, I won't pay it. If they put me in jail, I'll go on a hunger strike. I'm not doing this. And that's that. I'm not using the words that other people require me to use, especially if they're made up by radical left-wing ideologues. Now, if our society comes to some sort of consensus over the next while about how we'll solve the pronoun problem, let's call it, and that becomes part of popular parlance, and it seems to solve the problem properly without sacrificing the distinction between singular and plural, and without requiring me to memorize an impossible list of an indefinite number of pronouns, then I would be willing to reconsider my position. But I'm also partly opposed to this because it's been made mandatory and has the whole weight of the law behind it. It's like, this is a very bad idea. I believe this is a very bad idea. And I believe that the reason this has caused so much noise, tremendous amount of noise, tremendous amount of attention on YouTube, is because there are things that are at stake in this discussion, despite its surface nature, that strike at the very heart of our civilization. That's what I believe.
Do you have tenure?
I do. And
so they can't fire you for this?
Well, it's not all that easy to figure out what people can and can't do. If I'm, certainly they could fire me if I was, let's say, if the hate speech allegation, so to speak, stuck. I mean, the university, look, the university's been quite reasonable about this, especially compared to many universities.
Actually,
we're going to have a debate.
I was just going to say, we got a minute left, and I do want to give it to Jordan, because the university has not said entirely, shut up, we don't want to hear this anymore.
No, well, I went and talked to the dean on Friday, and I sat down with my family, and I thought, okay, what would be the best way for this to go for everyone? For me, and for my students, and for the university, and for society. I thought, okay, well, really, obviously there's an issue here, several of them, because otherwise all of this noise wouldn't have emerged. So we should actually have a debate about it.
And that's happening?
Yes, so I went and talked to the dean, David Cameron, who was a very reasonable person, and I said, look, well, I think the University of Toronto should take a leadership position on this, and there's issues to be discussed here.
So who are you debating?
Well, that remains to be seen. I haven't seen people flooding out of the woodwork to debate me so far.
Do we have a date, place, and time yet?
We don't. It'll be on the campus. It'll probably be on a morning in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.